Hi, welcome back to Storytime with Dave Booker. I appreciate you coming by and visiting. Today we're going to continue on with The Wrong Shoe Can Do Terrible Things from Soleman, the healed, healed Avenger. And today we're going to introduce our primary villain. So let's get on with it. The policeman commissioner was at clothing issue waiting for his new boots. It had taken a surprisingly long time to get them, but at last his wait was over. He looked down at the pair he had worn for years. True, he could have purchased his own, but it was up to the city to pay for them, not him. It was just one more insult and slight since he had become commissioner. He had to fight tooth and nail for a raise, for upgrades to his office, for uniform items. It was as if they felt his position just wasn't needed for a place this small. It often been said that the chief of police could do all that was required. Well, the insult was becoming more than he could stand. A flash from the light overhead as the bulb shattered temporarily blinded him. His vision cleared and he saw a pair of boots sitting next to him. He didn't remember them being there when he sat down, but they looked good. The only problem was an odd and awful stink emanating from them. Without understanding why, he felt a compulsion to try them on. He was amazed at their comfort. An odd feeling came over him suddenly. His wits became sharper, his cunning deepened. His animosity towards the city he protected intensified. He felt that the city owed him far more than they had bestowed on him. The pay he considered meager, the prestige minimal. It was time he branched out and took what he was never given. He left abruptly, considering the new boots he wore far superior to the ones he had ordered. Sitting behind his desk, he was writing out his letter of resignation when a cunning thought occurred to him. If he remained, he could direct investigations and keep police at bay from his alter ego. He could create a new persona for his other self. He considered calling himself the Boot, but it just seemed inappropriate. Not that he really cared, but he wanted something more gangster-like. The next name was the Overshoe. He liked that, but felt it still wasn't quite right. The Big Toe was his next inspiration. Now that one had a nice ring to it. The more he pondered its significance, the more he felt it would work. He took all the savings he had and purchased an abandoned shoe factory. His topmost office he furnished both for comfort and to impress those he chose as his gang. Now he needed some minions to do his bidding. He chuckled because, as a police commissioner, he had a jail full of likely prospects. Getting into his files, he picked 3 men that he felt he could work with and who would obey. Paramount was the one who would lead the rest, his little toe, shall we say. He gave this person the name of Wedge. The other 2 were to be called Gout and Bunyan. He placed a call to have them released for good behavior, even though they were neither good nor behaved, which suited him just fine. He met them outside and introduced himself as the Big Toe, the new crime boss in town. They discussed and agreed on a salary and percentages. He led them back to the closed shoe factory. Seated in his palatial office, he discussed a series of trial robberies of varying difficulty. Each one of them would act as the lead to ensure the best person was in charge permanently. For the initial stages, he would dole out an equal share to all, including himself. Later, he would procure the lion's share to himself. The time was at hand for the Big Toe and his gang of little toes to walk roughshod over the city. He'd finally get his own back with a vengeance. So that's what we're going to do today. The next one is a villain underfoot. And so I hope to see you again in a few days. Look forward to reading the next chapter to you. And that's it. So be good to yourself. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.